You know what most women tell me when I ask if they've thought about retirement? They say, Donna, I can barely think about next month. How can I think about the next 30 years? And I get it, especially when you're single, divorced, or planning to retire alone. That question of, do I have enough, feels heavier. But here's the truth: retiring alone doesn't have to mean retiring afraid. In this video, we're going to talk about exactly what the minimum amount you need to retire alone looks like and how you can realistically reach it without panic, without confusion, or without sacrificing your lifestyle. So let's start with something no one in the finance world talks about enough. Retiring as a woman looks different. Statistically, women live longer, they take more career breaks for caregiving, and are far more likely to handle retirement solo. So, all of that traditional advice built around two incomes isn't always your reality. What you really need isn't outdated formulas. You need clarity. You need a plan aligned with your lifestyle, your income, and your vision for freedom. Now let's talk numbers because financial freedom, it really is just math that's finally working for you. You've probably heard the classic formula: your annual expenses multiplied by 25. That gives you the amount you technically need invested to retire. So, if your ideal lifestyle costs you about $40,000 a year, the traditional calculation says you'll need $1 million. But here's the part almost no one talks about, and this is where most women get blindsided. If most of your retirement savings are in tax deferred accounts like a 401k or IRA, those withdrawals are taxed at your ordinary income tax bracket. And the average tax rate that we'll use in this example is around 25%. So if you think you'll need $1 million, what you really need is enough to net that amount after taxes. That means your actual target is closer to $1,333,333 that you've saved to end up with 1 million after you've paid the income taxes. So here's the good news. You don't have to have that number today. You just need a strategy that adjusts as your income grows, your investments grow, and your life changes. And the earlier start, the more time your money has to work for you. That's why I always say don't kick the can down the road. There are three levers that determine how quickly you can reach this number. Number one, spend less and invest the difference. Number two, earn more, whether through negotiation or additional income streams. And then number three, invest smarter so your money grows while you're actually sleeping. You can't control the market, but you can control how you show up financially in your own life. And here's the mindset shift I want every woman watching to embrace. Stop thinking of yourself as someone who's saving for retirement. Start thinking like someone who's designing her retirement. Every dollar you invest today is a future freedom unit. It's the version of you who wakes up when she wants, travels when she feels like it, and never has to ask permission again. And that's not fantasy. That's the direct result of consistent strategic action. So here's what I want you to do when this video ends. And please do it now, because if you don't, you won't. Step one, write down your current annual expenses. Don't forget about all those things that just kind of are not high level, like your mortgage payment. Think about things like the pest control bill and how much you spend on getting your nails done, all the things. Take that number and multiply it by 25 to get your pre-tax target. This tells you the traditional amount you'll likely need. Now, step three is to adjust for taxes. So you're going to take that big number and you're going to divide it by 0.75 because we're assuming a 25% income tax bracket. So you'll know how much you'll need to have saved to net your freedom number after federal taxes. So in our example, 40,000 times 25 is $1 million. But to net that million, you'd need about 1.333 million. Step number four, look at where you are today, what you have saved, what you have in your investments, and your growth rate. Now, step five is the most important. Let's build a plan that bridges the gap. If you're not quite on track, there's something we can do about it today. And if you feel that you don't know how to do this, that's exactly why I offer my retirement readiness workshop. Inside, I'll help you calculate the real numbers, understand your investment options, and map out your next 10 to 20 years in a way that's simple, empowering, and tailored for your life. Because you deserve a plan that gives you confidence, not confusion. So if you've ever thought, I don't know if I'll have enough to retire alone, remember this. You don't have to have it all figured out today. You just have to take the first informed step. Click the link below to join my retirement workshop or book a discovery call with me as soon as possible so we can start designing your financial freedom plan together. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time to start is today.